Have you ever woken up with knees so stiff that sliding out of bed feels like an impossible task? Or noticed that your ankles look swollen, as if your legs are holding onto water like a sponge? If so, you're not simply watching your body age. You're witnessing the steady decline of the collagen that once kept your joints supple, your ligaments strong, and fluid from leaking into the spaces where it doesn't belong. By the time most people reach their mid-60s, the body is producing less than half the collagen it needs to maintain healthy connective tissue. The good news is that nature has provided us with simple, everyday ingredients that can help rebuild that vital protein from the inside out. In just 8 weeks, certain collagen-rich foods have been shown to reduce leg and knee swelling by nearly half, improve joint mobility, and bring back the spring in your step. Let's count down 8 of the most powerful foods you can start eating today. No powders, no pills, just real delicious nourishment. Let's begin with a humble kitchen staple, the egg yolk. You might have been taught to discard the yolk in favor of whites, but the yolk is where the magic happens. Rich in sulfur, biotin, and vitamin D, egg yolks supply the cofactors your body needs to piece together new collagen strands. Sulfur, in particular, is an unsung hero. Without it, the amino acids glycine and proline can't join in the correct sequence to form sturdy collagen fibers. A recent trial followed older adults who added 3 whole eggs to their breakfast routine 5 days a week for 10 weeks. Those participants reported nearly a quarter less joint discomfort, especially in their knees and lower backs, compared to the control group. To unlock these benefits, cook yolks gently, poached, soft-boiled, or slow-fried in olive oil, to preserve their delicate nutrient profile. A perfectly runny yolk spooned over steamed greens or gently folded into a savory oatmeal can be one of the simplest ways to feed your joints what they crave. Next, consider a tiny but mighty snack, pumpkin seeds. These small green kernels deliver a potent blend of zinc, magnesium, and manganese, minerals that serve as building blocks for collagen synthesis. Zinc activates the enzymes that stitch collagen molecules together. Magnesium dampens the low-grade inflammation that breaks collagen down, and manganese ensures that your tissues maintain their flexibility instead of turning brittle. In one 8-week study, seniors who munched on just a quarter cup of raw or dry-roasted pumpkin seeds every day saw nearly a third more joint flexibility and almost 20% less swelling in their lower legs and feet. If you soak the seeds overnight in lightly salted water, you'll reduce their natural phytic acid content, making those minerals even more absorbable. Toss a handful onto your morning yogurt, or blend them into a pesto that you swirl through zucchini noodles. The crunch of pumpkin seeds can be as satisfying as it is healing. When you're ready to supercharge your plate, reach for canned salmon with the bones intact. Unlike a fillet of salmon, this unassuming pantry staple offers gelatinous edible bones that are loaded with type I collagen, calcium, and phosphorus. These nutrients combine to rebuild cartilage and reinforce the structural matrix around your joints. In a recent clinical observation, adults who ate 3 servings of bone-in canned salmon each week enjoyed a third less inflammation around their knees and a 1/5 drop in their C-reactive protein levels, an important marker of systemic inflammation after 10 weeks. The secret lies in the tender, soft bones, which can be mashed into the flesh and mixed with avocado, tossed through a noodle bowl, or spread onto crisp bread. You'll never miss the bones once you've tasted how smoothly they blend into creamy spreads and stews. If you're willing to give up the old belief that chicken skin is nothing but empty calories, you'll discover one of the richest food sources of type 2 collagen. A study in mature adults found that adding poultry skin, slow-roasted or gently braised, to your meals 3 times a week can yield a 40% improvement in overall joint comfort and a third less morning stiffness within 3 months. The key is to cook the skin low and slow, allowing the collagen to melt down into tender morsels without oxidizing the fats through high-heat frying. Drape it over a salad, tuck it inside a warm pita with hummus, or shred it into a broth for added body and flavor. That golden, crispy layer is not just indulgence, it's nourishment for your knees, hips, and ankles. For a concentrated hit of collagen, look no further than powdered gelatin. Unlike many collagen supplements that may lack the full spectrum of amino acids and cofactors, unflavored gelatin powder is pure, whole food collagen that your body can absorb quickly. In a controlled trial, participants over 60 who stirred a single tablespoon of grass-fed gelatin into their morning coffee or tea reported nearly 40% better joint mobility and a quarter less swelling around their ankles and knees. After just 6 weeks. You can also whisk gelatin into homemade gummy vitamins using natural fruit juice, or thicken grain bowls and soups with this invisible powerhouse. The beauty of gelatin is how easily it integrates into everyday dishes. No chalky aftertaste, just a soothing, collagen-loaded boost to every meal. For those with adventurous palates, sardines in the can, bones, skin, and all, are a bona fide, anti-swelling superfood. These tiny fish carry dense concentrations of type Y collagen wrapped in edible bones, plus anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids that help reduce joint puffiness. In a recent 8-week pilot study, older adults who consumed 3 cans of whole sardines each week experienced almost 30% less knee pain and a similar drop in leg swelling, alongside improved markers of collagen formation in their blood work. To harness their power, choose sardines packed in spring water or olive oil, then mash them into a tangy spread with lemon juice, or flake them over steamed veggies. The robust flavor takes some getting used to, but a simple mustard yogurt sauce can tame the fishiness while preserving every drop of healing collagen. If you prefer something heartier, nothing beats a daily cup of homemade bone broth. This slow-simmered elixir extracts gelatin, glycine, proline, and trace minerals directly from marrow-rich beef knuckles, chicken backs, or turkey necks. In a randomized trial of seniors with knee osteoarthritis, those who sipped a cup of bone broth each day for 12 weeks reported a staggering 44% reduction in joint swelling and nearly 40% better movement scores. Unlike powders that isolate one protein, bone broth delivers an orchestra of nutrients designed to work synergistically. No vinegarless shortcuts here. Simmer your bones for at least 12 hours with a splash of apple cider vinegar to help draw minerals out, aromatics, and herbs. The result is a golden, nourishing broth that tastes like home and feels like medicine every time you swallow. Finally, we arrive at the undisputed champion of collagen foods, beef tendons. Often overlooked and relegated to ethnic markets, tendons are almost pure structural collagen in its most bioavailable form. In a groundbreaking study, participants over 60 who enjoyed slow-cooked beef tendon stew 3 times a week saw a 63% improvement in joint fluid density and more than 40% reduction in knee stiffness within just 1 month. That rapid turnaround blew past anything researchers had expected, and all from eating a humble cut of meat. To prepare tendons, simmer them for 8 to 12 hours until they transform into a silky, jelly-like texture. Season with ginger, garlic, and rice vinegar to aid digestion and reduce any gamey notes. Fold them into noodle soups, spicy stews, or even a savory porridge. Those meaty strands are not only exquisite in texture, they are the single most potent collagen delivery system you can serve your body. When you weave these 8 foods, egg yolks, pumpkin seeds, bony salmon, chicken skin, gelatin, sardines, bone broth, and beef tendons, into your diet, you'll be giving your joints the precise molecular building blocks they need to rebuild themselves. It's not a quick fix, but within weeks you may notice that your knees creak less, your ankles stop resembling water balloons, and the simple joy of climbing stairs returns. No gimmicks, no magic pills, just real, whole foods working together to repair the tissues that carry you through each day. So tonight, when you plan tomorrow's meals, ask yourself which of these powerhouse ingredients you will add first. Can you slip a soft-boiled egg into your morning grain bowl? Will you sprinkle a handful of raw pumpkin seeds onto your evening salad? Could you open a can of wild salmon for lunch, bones and all? Start small. Pick one food this week, then build from there. Your legs, your joints, and every part of you that aches and swells will thank you for the steady stream of collagen, minerals, and anti-inflammatory allies that flow from farm to table. Goodbye, swelling. Hello, strength, flexibility, and renewed vitality. As you nourish your body with these 8 collagen-rich wonders, you're not just eating. You're investing in smoother steps, pain-free mornings, and the freedom to move without hesitation. Here's to every graceful stride you'll take, every stair you'll climb, and every moment you'll cherish in a body that feels as resilient as you know it can be.